all sorts of good stuff coming your way on AM 1230 KXO. Oh, boy. What can I say? 2020. Been a difficult year, and here we are halfway through. You know, Gene, if 2020 was the supermarket produce department, all of the carrots would have teeth marks.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of a year, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Oh, well. Let's see. Oh, Ford was planning to release the new Bronco. They've brought the Bronco back. They were going to release the Bronco on July 9th, which happens to be O.J. Simpson's birthday.
Yeah.
They pushed the date back.
That could be a true story.
It is.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Okay. You know, accidents do happen. And, you know, we're happy to report that O.J. is now totally involved in the search for the real cause of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, he kind of gave up searching for the true killer, so, oh well. Anyway.
Yeah, you don't hear much about that anymore.
No. Is he out of jail again?
You know, the last I heard, I believe he is.
Does anybody really care?
I was going to say, I don't think they do.
No.
I don't think they've missed him. I don't know.
Not a bit. Oh, well. And today is Asteroid Day. No, not hemorrhoid. Asteroid Day. Somewhere out there, a huge flaming asteroid is aimed at our planet. You know that, right?
I know that.
Yeah, why do you know, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that would be a wonderful climax to a terrific year we all call 2020.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, there go the dinosaurs again.
Those darn dinosaurs.
Yep. Oh.
Poor guys, though, they don't know, you know, they don't understand what we're talking about.
No, they don't. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, I'm ready.
We've got short lists on both our big shot and our locals. Actress Nancy Dussault is 84. Singer Glenn Shurock of the Little River Band, 76. Actor David Garrison, 68. We mentioned guitarist Hal Lindes of Dire Straits is 67. Actor David Alan Greer, 64. Actor Vincent D'Onofrio, 61. Actress Deidre Lovejoy, 58. Actor Rupert Graves is 57. Actor Tony Rock, 51. Actress Monica Potter, 49. Actress Molly Parker, 48. Actress Lizzie Kaplan is 38. Actor Sean Marquette is 32. We got local birthdays coming up. Let freedom ring. It's our salute to Independence Day.
It makes you proud to be an American.
As we celebrate America's birthday with a special 3-hour presentation produced by the CBS Radio Network and hosted by Gil Gross. There will be stories of little-known heroes who helped build our great nation. There will be fun facts, historical insights, July 4th cooking tips, and of course, how to stay safe in the COVID-19 world. Let Freedom Ring is proudly presented by
Vesey and Company, Green's Jewelry and Gifts.
Listen Friday evening from 6 till 9, Saturday from 7 till 10 p.m., and Sunday from noon till 3. Celebrate the 4th of July with us on AM 1230. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Alexa Silva, Alejandra Cano Santillan, Todd Hall, Genaro Zuniga, DeAndre Birchfield, Isaac Padilla, Rosa Pineda, Rosalinda Sota, and Nathan Cardenas. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, a short list, but full of quality.
Quality.
You got it.
Quality.
Anyway, we've got all sorts of news coming up, and we will share that with you. And let's see. You know, people are quarantining at home, right? And did you know there is a nationwide shortage of coins.
Coins as in money?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, a nationwide shortage of coins, which is bad news for the wishing well industry, right?
Very, very bad news.
Yeah. When you were a kid, did Grandma and Grandpa, give you a nickel or give you a dime or something like that?
To run away or?
No, when you'd visit them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My great-grandfather on my mother's side, who we called Poppy, when we would visit, he always gave all of us a silver dollar.
Did he tell you what it was for? Or
It was for us just to do what we wanted. Poppy was a neat guy, which is why my grandkids call me Poppy. I just wish I was as neat as he was.
you're handing out $1.50s?
Well,
Because
yeah,
of
$2
inflation?
bills. Anyway, Poppy was a great guy. Lived to be about 94. So, anyway.
Well, couldn't have been all bad then. Could have
No,
not been all bad.
like I said, he was a good guy. Lived with my grandmother, and she would not let him smoke in the house, so he chewed cigars.
They disappeared as right before your eyes.
Dribbled down his chin a
Yeah, Glenn Cook.
bit. Ah, yes. Okay, are you ready for news?
We've got news.
We're going to jump in with a look at world and California news headlines right now. And it's all brought to you by your friends and neighbors at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report. A Hollywood legend is gone.
So are you sure you're ready to do this?
If you ever ask me that question again, Daniel, you will not wake up the following morning.
His son Rob says Carl Reiner has died. He wrote, directed, and acted in movies, including Ocean's 11. CBS's Gary Nunn.
The big question when it comes to Carl Reiner, how could anyone be so funny for so long?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2,000-year-old man.
From his early days on black and white television, writing and performing with the likes of Sid Caesar and Mel Brooks, to creating the Dick Van Dyke Show, in which he occasionally appeared as Alan Brady, the conceited boss.
Where's the adoration that usually greets me when I run into a room?
And then there were all the movies Reiner wrote, directed, produced, or acted in. Carl Reiner once said, "The absolute truth is the thing that makes people laugh."
Carl Reiner was 98 years old. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Governor Gavin Newsom calls it a dimming of reopening measures in areas of the state where there have been coronavirus case increases.
As you reopen the economy, as we move away and make the meaningful modifications which we did to our stay-at-home order, you're going to see people mixing that otherwise were not mixing in the past.
Newsom ordering bars in 7 counties closed again with recommendations they be closed in 9 others. Joseph D'Angelo pleads guilty to murder and kidnapping for crimes committed as the so-called Golden State Killer that terrorized dozens of victims over a 20-year period.
A 50-something-year-old businessman came up to me after the arrest and told me that his parents put tarps on the hallways of their floor so they could hear if the East Area rapist was walking down their hall.
Sacramento DA Anne-Marie Schubert. D'Angelo avoiding the death penalty by pleading guilty. Genealogy DNA cracking the case after several decades. Upper 70s today in Los Angeles, 103 in Palm Springs, mid-90s in Sacramento. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For sales, for service, it's Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
At Walgreens, we know summer may look a little different this year. That's why we've made it easier to enjoy the moments you do make with new, safer ways to shop. Now you can shop online and pick up in our drive-thru or curbside and safely keep your summer going. This week, 12-pack Coca-Cola or Pepsi products are 3 for $9.99. Walgreens. Offers valid with card while supplies last. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See walgreens.com for details.
As we work to get through these times together, you may not be thinking about blood donation, but blood is needed every day to help save the lives of cancer patients, accident victims, and so many others who depend on life-saving transfusions. It's easy and safe to give blood. If you are in good health, please make an appointment to donate blood or platelets in the weeks ahead by visiting redcrossblood.org or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. You can make a difference.
It's page one of the local news. Page one, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models. And at Quick Lane, you never need an appointment.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, Monday evening, Imperial County officials met with State of California officials to propose the following actions in an effort to continue mitigating the impacts to Imperial County residents and visitors due to COVID-19. Reiterate stay-at-home order and face coverings requirements through increased public messaging. Strongly encourage businesses to enforce face covering requirements. Close all non-essential businesses to in-store traffic, allowing curbside pickup only. Increase educational activity with restaurants, further clarifying curbside pickup. Strongly encourage families to limit the number of people visiting a store to one person per family for each visit. Prohibit non-essential gatherings of any size. Continue encouraging faith-based organizations to conduct virtual religious services. Indoor services prohibited. Outdoor services will be limited to 100 participants as long as they can implement social distancing measures. Encourage telecommuting services as much as possible for all businesses. Close all county parks and recreational areas to public access. Strongly encourage cities to close their parks as well. Continue to collaborate and increase targeted engagement with local cities and law enforcement agencies regarding local health orders. Engage additional community-based organizations and faith-based groups in a reinvented outreach plan. Continue binational partnership with Mexicali to mitigate impacts of COVID-19 in both communities. County of Imperial is awaiting a response, however, has begun working independently on implementing increased public engagement and collaboration. If the state and county come to a consensus on the additional restrictions and engagement, a revised public health order will be issued by Dr. Stephen Monday, Imperial County Public Health Officer, immediately. KXO News Time, 7:43.
To show their gratitude to frontline or essential workers, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro have something very special. For all Ford Pass Rewards members who are considered frontline or essential workers, they give you the Works Service Package through June 30th. Now, the offer applies to current or new Ford Pass Rewards members who are frontline or essential workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Not a Ford Pass Rewards member? See your Quick Lane Service Advisor for details.
Continuing with more local news, COVID-19 update is available. It was issued by the county Public Department. They increased the new numbers at released the new numbers at 9:50 yesterday morning. According to the new update, the death toll remains at 81. 30,760 patients have tested for COVID-19. 6,187 of those tested positive. 5,235 have recovered. There are 871 active cases of COVID-19 currently in Imperial County. A local assistance center to assist individuals displaced by Sunday's fire in Nyland has opened. The center is a one-stop shop with critical government and support services for residents impacted by the devastating fire. Representatives from the Imperial County Department of Social Services, Public Health Department, Behavioral Health Services, and Workforce and Economic Development Services will be joined by personnel from Clínica de Salud the civic community of the Valley, Campesitos Unidos, and the American Red Cross. The Assistance Center is in Wirtz Auditorium. Wirt Auditorium is on the campus of Calipatria High School. For more information, the public can call 442-265-6060. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
As we go through this crisis, health issues unrelated to the pandemic have not stopped. People are suffering heart attacks and strokes. Car and bike accidents still happen. Cancer patients need transfusions. Organ transplants must take place. People of all ages are in life-threatening situations. The future holds many uncertainties, but one thing is certain. Blood is needed every day. Please donate to Lifestream Blood Bank. Call 800-TRY-GIVING or visit lstream.org.
Page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
Continuing with more local news, officer-involved shooting video is going to be released. Here's more in that story.
It is being released for public viewing. The incident occurred on December 29th, 2019. Video is posted on the El Centro Police Department's Facebook page. The department says it is part of their continuing efforts to provide the community with as much transparency as possible following critical incidents. During the incident in question, officers responded to calls of a shirtless man in traffic armed with stolen knives and threatening violence. When officers arrived, the man charged them. Officers initially fired the less lethal beanbag rounds. Those rounds did not stop the suspect, and he continued to advance towards the officers. Retreating officers then fired live rounds. Shooting is the subject of 2 independent investigations. One of the investigations is being conducted by the County District Attorney's Office. The other is being conducted by the El Centro Police Department to determine if the proper procedures were followed by officers involved in that shooting. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A body of a deceased victim was found at the scene of the Nyland fire. Imperial County Fire Department confirmed that the body was discovered Monday. No other information was released about the victim. The case has now been turned over to the Imperial County Coroner's Office for further investigation and identification. The fire was reported Sunday evening as a brush fire near the township of Nyland. The wind whipped flames, jumped several roads, and then moved into the town. An estimated 600 people were evacuated from their homes due to the advancing flames as U.S. Border Patrol agents, Imperial County Sheriff's deputies, California Highway Patrol officers, and law enforcement officers from the cities of Calipatria, Brawley, and Imperial went door to door warning residents. Fire units from all Imperial Valley Fire Departments responded, as did units from Yuma and strike teams from San Diego County. Firefighters worked through the night and well into Monday to contain the fire. The Imperial County Fire Department is investigating the cause of the fire and still tallying the number of structures that were lost. COVID-19 community testing sites. Here's more on that story.
The tests are performed by OptumServe. Yesterday, they opened a site in Brawley. The site had been operating in Calexico. It's now in the Brawley Community Center, 575 J Street. Second site is still at the Veterans Hall in Imperial. Testing is free and does not require a doctor's referral. You do have to make an appointment. You can go to the County Health Department website, visit ihi.care/COVID testing, or for those without internet, call 888-634-1123. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The El Centro City Council will hold a special council meeting today. The meeting is for the purpose of updating the COVID-19 situation. The meeting will be live streamed on Facebook and the city webpage. The presentation will be made in English at noon and the Spanish presentation at 12:45 p.m. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says below normal temperatures will be common today, with afternoon highs several degrees below normal. A warming trend begins tomorrow, with highs climbing above normal by Saturday. And moisture levels will also rise beginning tomorrow. 93 the high yesterday, 64 the low. Wind gusts peaked at 30 miles an hour yesterday. Today will be sunny with a high near 99 and light wind. Clear tonight with a low around 72. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, diminishing after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 101 and light wind. 75 degrees downtown, 36% relative humidity. Wind, well, right now, the wind, unlike me, is calm. That's it for page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services. Kxo Radio and the Imperial Valley Business Recovery Task Force ask that you take the pledge. Commit to keeping yourself and our community safe and help fight the spread of the COVID-19 virus. Doing this will mean reopening of more businesses and a return to more normal activities. The pledge: I pledge to support local business. I pledge to abide by the standards outlined by the businesses I frequent. I pledge to protect my community by taking responsibility for my actions. I pledge to wash my hands according to CDC recommendations. I pledge to wear my face covering properly when visiting businesses. I pledge to respect social distancing of 6 feet and refrain from gathering in groups. I pledge to do my part and make a difference in the valley. Take the pledge. Help our Imperial Valley recover. It's sports time. So what's going on? The NBA and the Players Association are planning to paint Black Lives Matter on the court inside both sidelines in all 3 arenas the league will use at the Walt Disney World Resort when it resumes play later in July. And speaking of the NBA, Brooklyn Nets center DeAndre Jordan has tested positive for the coronavirus and has opted out of next month's restart with the team. Spencer Dinwiddie says he tested positive as well, though Dinwiddie has yet to officially rule himself out. And in Major League Baseball, it's not going to be the same. Meanwhile, Ian Desmond says he's not going to play this season. The Rockies outfielder announced yesterday the COVID-19 pandemic has made this baseball season one that is a risk I am not comfortable taking. Smart guy. The savings are incredible at El Centro Motors. With prices so low, we can't mention them on the air. But we can tell you, you can buy a new Ford F-150, the best-selling vehicle on the planet, with 0% APR financing for up to 84 months. That's right, up to 84 months. See El Centro Motors for the full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs with this great deal, with no payments for 3 months. Incredible deals, incredible savings, now at El Centro Motors. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford Credit 0% APR financing. Not compatible with other offers. Payment relief program requires Ford Credit financing. Customer can defer first payment up to 120 days. Excludes leases. Finance charges continue to accrue during deferral period. Offers exclude Super Duty, Raptor, and Mustang Shelby. See dealer for complete details. El Centro Motors, where they make it safer to shop and easier to buy. El Centro Motors, it's that easy. More baseball. The Mets are optimistic Yoenis Cespedes will play in 2020. Yeah, well, and they're also looking at adding Tim Tebow to their roster. And golfer Nick Watney says, I still don't know how or where I got infected with coronavirus. Yeah, and he's been in self-isolation for 10 days. And Harris English yesterday became the 5th PGA Tour player to test positive for the coronavirus. Yeah, okay. That's the way it goes. You want to see coronavirus numbers spike? Yeah, when the NBA and Major League Baseball start playing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Those players are not going to self-isolate. Yeah, they're not going to. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got financial news coming up.
Let's talk about it, bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. and now on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a 5-minute podcast highlight of the show or the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Financial news and a brief look at weather brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. Kind of a mixed bag on Wall Street right now. The Dow Jones Industrial's up about 55 points at 25,650. S&P 500 is at 3,072. That's a gain of almost 20. And the NASDAQ up 87 points at 9,961. Gold up $15.80 an ounce, while oil is off 30 cents a barrel. No, it's not going to lower the price you're paying for gasoline. After a rally to start a holiday-shortened week, market participants might look to glean some guidance from joint testimony from Federal Reserve and Treasury officials about the U.S.'s economic response to the global public health disaster. Meanwhile, in Asia, China's official manufacturing purchasing managers for June rose to 50.9 from 50.6 in May, while the services PMI rose a bit as well, suggesting the second largest economy in the world is recovering from the coronavirus pandemic. Meanwhile, the National People's Congress Standing Committee approved landmark national security laws for Hong Kong, which may further raise tensions between Beijing and Washington. And in other news, shares of Conagra Brands rose about 2% early today after the owner of food brands, including Birdseye and Healthy Choice, topped earnings estimates. And FedEx Corporation is slated to report results after the close of trade today.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
It will be sunny today with a high near 99 and light wind. Clear tonight with a low around 72. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour and then diminishing after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 101. Light winds. Right now downtown 76 degrees, 35% relative humidity. The winds are calm. Financial news and the weather brought to you this morning by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. You know, when drains don't work, they do. CBS News is coming up. Local news when and where it happens on AM 1230 KXO and on the web at kxoradio.com.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. A beloved Hollywood legend is gone. Carl Reiner died last night at 98. He was a prolific writer, director, and actor who told CBS News in 2015,
I want to be an Irish tenor, I told my father. And he said, you can be a Jewish tenor, but you can't sing Irish songs.
What he ended up doing was usually for laughs.
The big question when it comes to Carl Reiner, how could anyone be so funny for so long?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2,000-year-old man.
From his early days on black and white television, writing and performing with the likes of Sid Caesar and Mel Brooks, to creating the Dick Van Dyke Show, in which he occasionally appeared as Alan Brady, the conceited boss.
Where's the adoration that usually greets me when I run into a room?
And then there were all the movies Reiner wrote, directed, produced, and or acted in. Carl Reiner once said, the absolute truth is the thing that makes people laugh. For Reiner's fans, the truth was, he was hilarious. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
His son, Rob Reiner, tweets today his father was his guiding lights. At least 16 states' pandemic reopening plans are being held up or rolled back because of the new rise in coronavirus cases. Moments ago, Dr. Anthony Fauci told Congress,
there is no guarantee, and anyone who's been involved in vaccinology will tell you, that we will have a safe and effective vaccine. But we are cautiously optimistic.
The European Union is reopening its borders as pandemic restrictions are eased, but there's no welcome mat for Americans.
14 countries considered epidemiologically safe are on the list. A 15th, China, is included only if it is prepared to welcome EU travelers in turn. America's exclusion won't be a surprise. With Brazil, another reject, it has the world's highest COVID infection rate and death toll. Let's not forget the U.S. barred most European visitors in the early days of the pandemic. That stance unlikely to shift now. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
The U.S. Supreme Court says the travel reservation company Booking.com can trademark its name. The U.S. Patent Office had denied the company's application, calling the name too generic. The court also endorsed Montana tax credits to help for students to attend religious schools. Mark McCloskey, who got national notoriety after he and his wife pointed guns at protesters marching near their St. Louis home, says they were dealing with an angry mob.
I stood up, announced loudly, this is private property. Please go back. Leave. There was then a horde of people coming through the broken gate.
An attorney for the couple says they support the call for social justice. Wall Street, the Dow's up 76. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Anyone who builds, remodels, or repairs for a living, we know the way you work has changed. That's why Lowe's is committing today to build new ways to keep you working tomorrow. We are proud to introduce the new Lowe's for Pros job site, powered by Stream, an augmented video chat tool, so you can be there for your customers without actually being there. And the cost to use? Try it free through October 31st at lowesforpros.com/ProLoyalty. Just one of the reasons why Lowe's is the new home for pros. Services subject to Stream terms. Lowe's loyalty membership required. More terms apply.
At Big Lots, you've got the freedom to save on the P&G products you love. And right now, when you spend $30 or more, get a $10 Big Lots gift card, too. So go forth and save big at Big Lots.
Hi, I'm Bruce Fabrizio, inventor of Simple Green, the iconic cleaning formula known around the globe. Try a Simple Green product today, and if you're not 100% satisfied, I'll refund your money. Visit us at simplegreen.com.
Simple Green. The pro basketball season's due to restart in a month. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez.
When the NBA season resumes July 30th, the words Black Lives Matter will be painted on the courts at ESPN's Wide World of Sports complex near Orlando. The 2 more Brooklyn Nets stars won't be there.
Dinwiddie hoists it up and nails it.
Spencer Dinwiddie and DeAndre Jordan have both tested positive for the coronavirus. Kevin Durant and 3 other unnamed Nets tested positive and have since been deemed symptom-free. Durant and Kyrie Irving are both out for the season with injuries. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Colorado Rockies outfielder Ian Desmond says he'll sit out the upcoming baseball season because of the pandemic. South Korea's Pro Baseball League is going to require fans to buy tickets with credit cards and wear masks when spectators are allowed back into stadiums. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm so glad I'm taking this product. It really has done a lot. My skin on my legs was like leather. I kid you not. It really cleared up everything. My skin looks better. I feel better. And I just look better.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
President Trump just tweeted, and he says the new book Blitz is hot and calls David Horowitz a great author. Already a #1 bestseller, Blitz makes predictions about Trump that will shock you. Blitz is at bookstores, or see the free offer and save $28. Just call 800-NEWSMAX, 800-NEWSMAX, or go to blitz411.com, blitz411.com. Mike Huckabee says if everyone read Blitz, Trump would win. Newsmax says it's the best book of 2020. Get Blitz or call 800-NEWSMAX for the free offer.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
I don't like it. I love it. I love it.
1, 2, 3,